Alright YouTube, here we are back with another Madden video, and this one we made the playoffs. Look at that. And we're going after Seattle.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Carson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes still clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Touchdown, Chicago! What a run, 79 yards on the punt return as his... We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. What a run that was. 88. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this
We have
defense
-2
does on this
yards.
drive.
That is awesome.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, it's not that. I like all the franchises I've done.
That's complete to Disley.
This is the first time ever I played on Wild Card Weekend.
Short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense.
This is the first time I've done it with YouTube
the
too.
receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there.
I never had farmers in her since I sit for legit and then never played them.
And then they're able to rally to the
Wild Card Weekend.
So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter.
The Ravens
See what
at
this
Tennessee.
defense can do. They'll begin the drive with Carson.
The rematch
And
of a
he
real
still
playoff
is
game.
yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
But if we win, we're going to New Orleans.
It's
If
Carson,
Seattle
and the
wins,
running lane's
they're going to
non-existent in
New
this
York.
first half, as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way
I think it's the
down to
longest play
40-yard
anybody's
line.
ever gotten on this.
A big play that time for the Seahawks.
The first
45
everybody ever
yards.
made.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And the winner of Dallas San Francisco will go to New Orleans or New York.
Thus the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know.
They got a touchdown.
Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Oski.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Pick
Picked
6.
off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Back to the air. Wilson after the pick six. Got the connection here to Bourne. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
A good return there, 17 yards. Well, thanks to their punter, this defense has been set up in a really nice spot with the offense pinned back against their own end zone. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys matching up against the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Wilson. Short throw to Dissly. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
No, so close.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. Now Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down.
Holding.
And the linemen, they're already walking back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14.
Offense is barely turned over. That's good.
They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this fourth quarter. Now it's Wilson. Open man is born. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play.
We had negative 14 yards in offense. Oski.
Now it's Wilson. And an alley to
Pick
run.
6. Pick 6.
Races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And
a good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this fourth quarter play. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a first and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation
Oh, that was a flag.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, and he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5,
You're booing.
and keep it moving.
Now Wilson on second down. Short throw to Disley. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being bumped.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defense. Well, thanks to their punter, this defense has been set up in a really nice spot with the offense pinned back against their own end zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A terrific return. 30 yards. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl.
We made it to the final 8. Let's go face New Orleans.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
We have almost spread right in New Orleans. Bills beat Steelers. Cowboys beat 49ers. Titans beat the Ravens. Dang. See. Browns win. Giants win. Chargers win. And of course, we win. Let's do our first ever playoff game on the road.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
Here we go, get on the field.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate.
Damn, Cowboys won.
A timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray.
Some 2-for-1 picks.
After a gain of 3. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
There's an example of good situational football being played
2 and 1.
by defense.
That's not
They
too bad.
understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love
No,
the way they rallied
no.
to the football,
Saved it.
got
Go,
to
go,
him,
go,
and made
go,
sure they
go,
didn't give
go.
him much run after catch.
Touchdown.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
So Dallas will either come to Chicago or come to New Orleans.
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the delay, this is Murray. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So here are the Bears backed up to start their initial drive. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Now they'll run.
Our 2nd touchdown.
Across and into the end zone. Touchdown save. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10.
It's only our 2nd touchdown giving up ever.
Now Breeze. And the pressure gets
the first one came up all the way back to the line. Same thing happened.
My bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
I remember coming. It was hard to win New Orleans in playoffs.
Let's see what this defense can do.
Then they lost. Shoot your bad games. Last year, lost to the Rams in the championship game.
They don't need to run another play before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Give us 2 points. We got 3. Look at that.
Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out. Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze now. And that is incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Run the ball.
Again, it's Kamara.
Oh, yeah.
They're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is Clark with a grab. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Ready? 5-9.
So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Chicago. Mark that down as a punt return. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
95-56. Minus 59. Minus 59. Watch the run.
Here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Breeze now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
This is for this anybody's like droving on us.
Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. Now Breeze lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears.
Best thing to ever, as far as anybody's ever made it, and it's gone.
The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper.
A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Breeze. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Want to play against me?
What was that?
Start of the drive here, 4th quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. Breeze now on 1st down.
I was just looking at my phone and it was like,
and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big
I don't even know what that was.
Connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Breeze on third down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So many times we...
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Guys, we are hosting the NFC Championship game. I did not expect us to be here. To be honest, I did not expect us to make the playoffs. Like, we're 0 on off. We have no offense. 0. But anyway, we are here. We're 1 win away from the Super Bowl. I'll see you guys next time.